Hello everyone, my name is Jordan Shea from Team 5282, and I'm here today to show you a very quick demonstration about how to use GitKraken to share your code online with your other teammates, friends, or even just business people, or anyone you could possibly want. So GitKraken is a very helpful software that can be used to share all your code that you're using with other people online instead of like sharing like a flash drive and like constantly like giving the flash drive off so then people can download on their computer and going through that whole long process. It makes it very easy just to come on, log on to the internet, and instantly be able to pull code and share code with your friends or anything like that. So this right here is last year's code that we use GitKraken for, and as you can see it's very long. And has a lot of different colors and different branches and that kind of stuff. So GitKraken functions kind of like a checkpoint system. So as you get stuff done, you can come into GitKraken, you can stage your files, all your changes that you made. Everything that's listed up here is a change that you made. You can stage the files, and then you can end up sending them out. So for example, you would go up here, and you would hit stage all changes. And then once you hit stage all changes, you would scroll up to the top. And then you would type a message up here, like let's just say, for example, coding fixes. Then once you do that, you can come down here, commit changes. So it'll tell you how many files you're committing. And you can commit your changes and then push the code out. So then everyone can have it, everyone can use it, anyone can pull it that you share this file with, and anyone could take that code and then modify it from there, and you can get help with it. But let's say before you do this, you want to look at exactly what you changed. Well, GitKraken does this cool thing to where if you just click on the one part that you changed, one of the files, you can double click on it. There we go. And it will show you what you changed. So the red sections are sections that you've deleted, and green sections are sections that you've added. So as you can see for this particular thing, I added this huge long thing there, and then I deleted one single line at the very top. So by doing this, it makes it really easy just to be like, okay, well maybe I don't want to add everything, but I want to just add a couple things. So then you can go through and you can look at each of them, seeing what you changed, if you added something, if you got rid of something. See, like right here, it says I got rid of this section of code because I didn't see it as useful, and I changed it to this. So I changed the different powers, so then it could be more helpful. And then once you were to do that, then you can come in here and hit commit. And as you can see, it added it to the top. And then we have that code that now people can pull from. So if you were to be someone else besides for me and you were wanting the updated version of the code, you can come in here and you can pull that code, and then you can have that code to then work on from there. Now let's say that you are a part of a team and you guys want to split into different groups. Like let's say we have one group that's working on drivetrain and another group that's working on, let's say, a wheel to spin in the control panel this year. So you have one group working on the drivetrain, you have another group that's working on a subsystem to spin the control panel. You can use this thing that's called a branch in GitKraken where you split off the code, so then you can be working on two separate things at the same time and not really have to worry about if one thing's going to mess up the other thing. By doing this, it allows for you to have different groups, and those groups can kind of go their way and you can go your way. As you can see, here's some good examples of some branches. So as you can see, one person kept going this way with it, and then someone else branched off to the side and started working on this section right here. And as you can see, it keeps branching off, and then eventually stuff merges together, like right here. As you can see, there's a merge right there. So what a merge is when someone gets done with their branch and they want to combine it back with the code, they merge it like this right here. So then the code can be merged together and everything can be added back. And different branches can be added or merged or taken off to then help you in the future. Another thing you can do though is, let's say that you are not happy with a branch though, and let's say it didn't go the way you wanted it to and you're getting nowhere and it's not helpful. Well, you can just straight up cut off that branch so then it no longer is there and you don't have to worry about it being in the way or just being a nuisance and not working and causing issues. You can just straight up cut it, get rid of it. Here is the locals. These are different, like I would say like checkpoints. See, so you can click on them and it takes you back to a certain section of the code where then you can pull it. So I went all the way back to drive location control, which is labeled right here, which that's one of the locals, and I could pull right from there. And let's say I didn't like what I did right. I didn't like when I added PID constants. So then I can go back here, pull it, edit the code, delete everything above, and then just start over again and move back up with changes that I liked. Or I can go to any of these. I could go even down all the way back down to like the beginning or right to here where that branch was created, and I can pull and then change it. And so you can even view all the changes that you've made since that point. And if you want to get rid of them, you can discard the changes. I'm not going to do that though because I'm happy with how it is. But if you're wanting to discard the changes, you could, so then you can get rid of all of the changes that you've made. From there, you also got origins. Origins are also like the locations that they are also besides for the branch forms. So as you can see right here, this is one place where it branches off and merges back up later on up here. But the origins are where they branch off. So all the parts where there's different branches, those are the origins. Another cool thing you can do with GitKraken is if you want to just undo something that you just did, you can click the undo button and I'll get rid of it. So if I were to click undo, undo successful will show up down here, and it put me right back where I was. So before I was on the other subsystem origin, but now I'm back on the origin I was on. And then you can always go back to your code, type something else new in, like maybe just type in an import or something like that, and you can go back to GitKraken and push the code, and someone else can pull it, and then they can have that little bit of code that you just changed. Well, I really hope this video was helpful in some sort of way, and I hope that everyone out there enjoys GitKraken and it ends up being helpful and useful to your teams. And may the force be with you this year. Good luck.